Good afternoon, all. Hope you're all keeping well. Just checking in just to see that everybody's okay and safe and well, wherever like that. I feel a lot better myself, thank God. I tested negative for the corona, but I had a bit of pneumonia, so I'm starting to be back to myself anyway. First of all, I want to just give a special shout out to Max. Fair play, Max. Yeah, went bald like myself, son. Really, really positive thing to do, Max. We're all so proud of what you've done. Great spirit. Fair play, son. You really did well. So what I'm just gonna do, thought of something fun. The senior A's and the senior B's have been doing this for the last week and a half, nominating players in categories, as in best trader, most stylish, whatever like that. I won most stylish twice, so my head has got bigger than it has normally. But what we're going to do is the under 13 C1. We're going to nominate each other. Basically, just a couple of questions. We have five that we're going to keep it, and then each person nominated can add another two on the day, and just to make it fun. Now, there's no pressure to do this, so if you're nominated and you don't want to do it, just put it up in the group and then we'll nominate somebody else. But you can nominate obviously your teammates and your managers as well. So I'm going to go first, so that's me done. So basically what we're going to do is going to put it out every day. You have 24 hours to come back and with your nomination and your questions and who you think is what, whatever like that. As I said, no pressure. And if everybody's okay with it, we'll post it up onto Facebook and we'll post it up onto Twitter as well. But again, no pressure. If you're not happy about it, listen, you don't have to do it. So I'll start and get this show on the road. So the first one is best in training. This to me is one of the most important categories, like training is what we do to make sure that when we go out on a Saturday we're very good. And there's three players here that I want to give a special mention to. Dan McKeown, Dan's new to ourselves, came last year, exceptional young lad, gets stuck in, every game he's improving, every training session he's improving. Once his fitness is there and his commitment is there, he's one of our best players. Very hard to leave Dan out of a starting lineup. Good solid young lad. I'll hope he stays with us, because again, the improvement that we've seen in Dan over the few short months that he's with us has been brilliant. So hopefully next season after that, when we're really getting stuck in where we want to be winning leagues and winning cups, Dan will be around. The next player is one of my favourite players in the whole club, from the Little Nicks up to the senior A's and senior B's, is Luke. I just think Luke in goal and out in defence is brilliant. He's so committed to what he's doing. He never lets his teammates down. He's committed. Great trainer. Absolutely brilliant trainer. He might not always turn up on time, but when he does turn up, he gets stuck in, and that's what we want. We want people who can train well and play well. That's the most important. But the one who wins this for me is our captain, Callum Lynch. I just think Callum is an exceptional trainer. He's one of the best at the club. He gets stuck in. He knows how to motivate his teammates. He leads by, as a captain should do. He leads, he gets the lads, what you call them, motivated. He'll tell them, cop on and whatever like that. So Callum Lynch is my best trainer. Okay. So the next one is most improved. This is a hard one for me because as a team, as a squad, we improve all the time. And I know you as parents and players are sick of me hearing saying this, but it's the truth. Every session, I learn something more about my players and also about the two lads that I manage with, who are exceptional, Keith and Anders. We're really, really lucky to who we have in the squad, but who we have in the management. But there's five people that I have to give a special mention to here. Connor, when Connor's fit and when Connor's doing what he's doing, he's absolutely brilliant. His size, his stature some people would think he's a bit small, but when he gets that ball and runs with it, the important assists and the goals that he comes in with is absolutely brilliant. I might get on his case a lot to, like kind of G him up, but he never ever lets us down. He gets stuck in. He's a really good player. It's somebody that I wish that stays with the club and stays with us, because again, I can just see the improvement. Hopefully next year, a bit bigger, a little bit fitter. He'll be absolutely brilliant, but Conor would be my number one. I'm going to pair these two lads together because I think they've been exceptional in training, and I think they're just getting better every game. Like, they're two great lads playing the similar position, right back and midfield. So that's Daniel McKeown and Killian Delaney. I just think those two lads have been brilliant. Great in training, but the improvement has been unbelievable. Daniel really knows what he has to do now. Get the ball at feet, look up, find Killian or go back inside, whatever like that. But Killian, with his goals and his assists and his runs, have been exceptional. Really exceptional. Absolutely, one of the best improved players within the club. Hopefully, again, stay fit, no injuries, gets a little bit bigger next season, be a different proposition again. I think most defenders seeing Killian run at them, they'd be shitting themselves. So yeah, definitely Killian and what you call it, Daniel. A lad that I like to give out to a lot, but the only reason why I give out to him a lot is Luca. I just see so much potential. He's an absolute brilliant player. I just think if he gets his head into a game, again, like Killian, defenders won't like him running with him, has that little jink, that little turn, has that little inside out ball that he can go. I just think, again, if he gets into the box and he has a shot, there's a good chance that he's easily good for about 10, 15 goals a season. But again, it's just the improvement. But my, winner in this category is Brodie Ryan. I think Brodie's absolutely exceptional. From a player who couldn't basically kick a ball when he came to us to what he is now, him and Callum Lynch in defence are absolutely astonishing. A really brilliant player. Personally, myself, I like to have Brodie a bit pushed up further. Doesn't have the speed at the moment, but the touch and the aggression in a good way, not dirty. He just wins the ball, which I keep on telling him is absolutely brilliant. But I just think us without Brodie would be a lesser team. But Brodie Ryan is my most improved player. So this one now might come to a surprise to a few people, but this is most committed. So we'll show most committed. When I say most committed, I don't mean like turning up to training or on game day, but that's important as well. Committed to, on the ball, making a tackle, leading from the front, geeing the lads up the whole lot. But there's 5 people here that I'm going to give a mention. Obviously, our captain, Callum Lynch, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Cannot be his leadership skills on the pitch. Committed to the team, committed to his teammates. I couldn't ask any more of my captain. The next one would be Rory. Rory's exceptional. He really is. Committed to every ball. I don't think I've ever seen him pull out of a tackle. And Rackhill, we just, we all saw what he did there. But very positive on the ball. Very polite young man, always gives his all. And, that's what we want at Phoenix. He plays for the short, like Callum does, like Brodie does, Callum Ryan does. Good club man. I'd fight for him to keep him in our team. But Rory would be one of the most committed people on the team. But 3 people are going to win this, and they're 3 men of small of stature, but very big of heart. Oh my God, when I was playing ball, I wish I had these 3 lads playing around me. Luke, Max and Frankie. Exceptional. Great blokes. Will not let anybody get past the ball without a fight. Frankie will go in and upend somebody 3 or 4 times his size. Not in a dirty way, in an aggressive way, committed to the ball, winning the ball, and then doing what he does. I've never seen Frankie not come off the pitch tired. not because he's not fit, because he puts his heart and soul into it. Max the same. Max will just run. I've never seen Max come off the pitch not tired either. He's just, a machine. These three lads are, the engine that keeps our team going. So again, Luke, Max and Frankie, proper players, very skillful players, very committed players, very aggressive players, but put together, absolutely brilliant. Okay, so that's Luke, Max and Frankie as most committed. This is a fun one. Biggest moaner. This might upset a few people. The first one that's going to get a mention is Brody Ryan. Brody gives out. Brody's never happy doing the warm-up. He's never happy doing the warm-down. Running or moving for Brody is not what he does, but when he gets going, he just forgets about that and goes on. Says a few cheeky things to me now and again, but we won't talk about that because he's a lovely chap. And the second one that will get a mention is Mr. Vokes, my good friend, who hasn't brought me for a point yet down the homestead. He must owe me about 15 or 16 gargles by now. But no, Alex is just exceptional. His physicality, whatever like that. But he moans, and the things that he moans about is when he does things wrong, he thinks he's doing bad, whatever like that. But we try to say to him that we're going to nurture, that's it. Critique, but nurture as well. But Alex on his day can't be anybody. Alex in a one-on-one situation, I'll put the mortgage on Alex. He's a brilliant lad, polite, intelligent, lovely, which they all are, but Alex again. Another one who's a moaner, who I have to give a special mention to, is my good mate Sean Obb, my dear friend from Finglas. Sean's just exceptional. Sean has that drive up front. I tell you, if Sean gets 3 or 4 goals next season, he'll go on to get it probably 14, 15. He has some shot. He's not afraid to, to do the hard stuff. But he does have a tendency to moan about what they call it, training, doing warm-ups and warm-downs. But he'll get to know that, they're important. But again, Sean O would probably be one of our most improved players as well. But he is a little bit of a moaner. So the winner of this is me, Eno. I am definitely the biggest moaner in the team. And the reason why I moan and give out about is because I'm so passionate about the team. I love everybody in the team. I genuinely am so blessed to have Anders and Keith, to be with them. But the boys are exceptional young men. Very, very proud of being associated with them. And they all come from exceptional families, there's a lot there that I, so proud of. I try to nurture. I do give out a moan, whatever like that, but I'd fight to the death for any of my players. I'm so lucky to be involved with them, and that's why I moan, and that's why I tell the lads I moan. The only reason I got involved with the Senior A and Senior B is because my plan is to bring these lads all the way through schoolboy football, DDSL, and then get them either playing Leinster Senior or AUL, because I know, not that I think, I know there's massive potential in this squad of players to do something special. Community club, we know we're not major, we know we're not Premier, but that's not to say that we won't be in a couple of seasons. I genuinely think we have a winning mentality. We have a very good strength, as in, we're a good bunch of lads, and the lads just, are brilliant. So, yeah, me is the biggest moaner. So, the final one for me, the final of my 5, and remember, whoever gets nominated can add another 2 after this just for fun or jokes, whatever. So, most skillful. This was a hard one, because all of my players are skillful, all of our players are skillful. Anders has a lot to do with this, and Keith as well. I do more the motivation and the kind of critique and kind of formations and what I think people should be doing on the ball and off the ball, and I roar and scream a lot, but Anders and Keith really do put a lot of time into the skill aspect of it. So do I, but everybody has their own kind of strengths, and I would be more, as I said, tactical and formation wise, but Anders has done unbelievable work, and I mean genuine unbelievable work with the skill levels in the team. Keith as well. Keith's knowledge of football and how to play, like schoolboy football is just again another attribute to the team, and these two lads are actually making a massive difference to the team. So like everything else, this is who I'm going to nominate. So the first one is Tom Gartland. On his day, absolutely brilliant. If Tom is playing well, we play well. Okay, so that's a given. Tom comes in with so many assists, so many off the ball runs, the whole lot. So Tom Gartland would be my first one. The next one would be my young Callum Ryan. Cally Bow is an exceptional goalkeeper. I think he's actually a better outfield player. I think when him and Dylan Kelly kind of, pair up together, they're a good centre mid, a partnership. I think Callum's physicality and kind of turn and, aggression will help us win games in the future. I think he's a very good goalkeeper as well. So it's hard for us. We're blessed that we have two brilliant keepers. Luke and Callum, they're two good lads, but Callum Ryan, I'd have to say, one of our most skillful players. I think where he's been to where he can go, hopefully he'll kind of, stay with us and, build up a serious midfield like we have. And the next one after that is another Cabra man, another Duncliffe Road man, Dylan Kelly. Dylan is probably is in the top two or top three of how skillful we are in the club. I just think Dylan's exceptional. Doesn't have a great engine, and he probably admit to that. I'd love to shove a rocker up his arse and lighter and get him moving, but when he does move, he's just exceptional. Is kind of like, passing and movement is unbelievable. I've seen him hit balls just outside and just bang, run onto him. But as I said, when his physicality and his strength comes on, gets a bit bigger, I should say, and a bit fitter, he'd be exceptional. So, I think again, he's another player that will improve and improve and improve, and hopefully improves with us. The next most skillful player, I would say, is Rory Fennell. Rory just looks so calm on the ball, just so intelligent whether to go up the line or go outside or retain the ball and run. A player that we're really lucky to have. Like a lot of other clubs would take Rory at a heartbeat because he's that good. I think his position, he's one of the players that you could ask him like Max Tierney, Rory or Max, go here, go there, and they just go and do it, and they'll do it in a way that it looks like they've been doing it all the time. But I think Rory, where he plays on the left and left midfield, is just exceptional. As I said, very lucky to have him, and one of our most skillful players by far. And the most important one is the last one, who I think is the most skillful, Sean O'Toole. The young fella is just unbelievable, amazing. Great feet, great pace, very intelligent football brain, knows when to hold, knows when to pass and move. An unbelievable striker of a ball, whether it's movement or a dead ball. Again, so lucky to have him. Unbelievable trainer, very consistent in games, whatever like that. And all fairness, like most of the lads, I've never really thought he's had a bad game for us, but he's exceptional. He's good, he's great, he's unbelievable. Another player that I'd love to see, stay at the club for a long time, because again, I think what we could actually build around players, all the squad, is like something to look forward to the future. So that's it, Sean O'Toole, the most skillful. So, next important thing is, who do I nominate? So what we've done in the Senior A's and Senior B's is put the captain forward first. So Callum Lynch, you have 24 hours to come back with the 5 questions, which I'll type out in the WhatsApp group, and you can answer your 5 questions. 2 extra ones if you want. Who's the fastest, who's the slowest, whatever like that. Two fun questions. But as I said, if everybody's okay with it, we'll add it on the social media, whatever like that, and hopefully it won't be as long as this 20 minutes. Sorry about this, folks. 20 minutes of your life you'll never get back. Fat ball bloke talking to you. Horrible. But listen, again, I hope you're all really keeping well. I really missed you, and that's coming from in here. I genuinely cannot wait to get back playing ball. Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays are my highlights of the week. Don't tell Emma that, she'll kill me. But no, listen, really important thing is keep the social distancing. You know, like, we're all in this together, and you know, wash your hands as well. She's saying wash your hands, most importantly. But no, listen, talk to you all soon. So Callum Lynch, you have 24 hours to come back with your 5 questions and your 2 extra ones, and I see you all soon. Take care, God bless, bye bye.